Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to the channel, Scorpio's Journey, and I'm so glad you're here. My name's Kenya, and I am a Scorpio Sun, a Scorpio Moon, and a Pisces rising. I'm also feeling a little bit crazy today. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. I am a lover of tarot. I've been using it for many years to support my own emotional and spiritual well-being. And I've recently had a calling to share my insights with the world. And so that's why I'm here. Now, I have to say, though, that I'm not in the medical profession. I'm not in the legal profession. I'm not in the financial profession. I'm not a licensed counselor. I don't do personal tarot readings for people. I'm just here rising to a challenge that the universe put out there for me to share my intuitive guidance and interpretations of tarot with other people. So I hope you'll join this community as we can build it together. If the messages resonate with you, please consider subscribing to the channel, helping it to grow, as well as liking and sharing this video. This channel is specifically for Scorpio, so I really do want to dive deep into the transformational journeys that we as Scorpios like to have. Now you'll see on the channel's weekly readings, which I do every week. But I also like to cover other aspects of the astrological chart. In fact, all aspects of the astrological chart, from the first house all the way through to the 12th house. So you'll see a separate reading for each house in the chart. And today, I really want to focus on the third house of communications. It's the house that's ruled by Gemini and the planet Mercury. And, it's all about, it's about communications. It's about how we speak. Well, first of all, I think it's about how we think. It's about the mind. It is a house of the mind too. First of all, it's about how we think, but then it's about how we communicate to what we think, right? It's about giving and receiving information. It's about how you get your point across using the right words. It's about new ideas. It's about curiosity, figuring things out. It's about learning new things. It's about really anything to do with the mind and communication. It can also, because it's Gemini, have a lot to do with siblings or twins, if you will. It can be about your neighborhood. So anything that we, as we kind of look at the cards today, we're going to look at them in the context of this third house of communications, and we'll see what spirit has to say for that. So we've got frog energy. So this is the wild unknown spirit animal deck. We've got frog here. And we got lizard. Oh, we actually had this card come out yesterday for the second house reading too. So whatever spirit wants to talk to us about to us today, some of that message is doubling down on what we talked about yesterday in terms of this lizard energy. And, this is really all about heightened awareness. A lizard energy really kind of speaks to just all of your senses being hyperly active. When you think about a lizard, especially as it's sort of out in its natural environment, a lot of times you'll see it's just standing very still. And it looks like it's listening to something, right? Even though there might not be anything around. Or it looks like it's looking at something, even though, when you look there, you might not see anything. But this is all about what this lizard spirit is. It's being hyperly sensitive, hyperly aware of your surroundings. So we'll see what else, what other messages come out of that and have to do with that today, Scorpio, around the third house of communications. But you need to be hyperly aware. Maybe it's, of the words that you use, just being very, very careful about how you're communicating to someone right now, Scorpio. We'll see. Spirit will give us some additional messages around that. And then we've got frog energy. I like the frog energy because it does, frogs are very mutable, right? So they do well on earth, right? On land. And then they can go into the water and they do well on water. So I am feeling a little bit like, the need to be adaptable a little bit. Scorpio here, maybe a need for a little balance here too, not too much of one element or the other. And then the other thing I'm getting here too is, there's only so much that a frog can take. I mean, they are a little, I don't want to use the word sensitive, but fragile, if you will. I think that's the word that I want to say. So I feel like there's a need to, again, take a special care, Scorpio. As I'm looking at the card here too, I just kind of see the raindrops, and that signifies to me, again, just, some cleansing that needs to happen. As I'm thinking about this from the, the third house perspective, again, maybe there is just some, as I'm thinking about it with the lizard, some opportunity for you to come clean, potentially. Maybe there's something that you need to express to somebody right now, Scorpio. You need to be a little bit sensitive with maybe how you express that. But yeah, I'm getting this idea about needing to come clean around something. Let's pull some more cards. This is the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. Let's see what additional messages Spirit has for us around the third house of communications. Too, when I think about the lizard and how it's just like out there, we talked about it's just sounds like it's listening to something. So yeah, I mean, I just wonder too, if there right now, Scorpio, there's, less talk, more listening that you need to do in a particular situation. Maybe that's the cleansing piece of the frog energy too. It's just like you're, releasing the need to yak, talk. Maybe there's more of an opportunity for you to listen in this moment, Scorpio. So we've got trust. So that means the universe is here. The universe is on your side. Your spirits, your guides are here supporting you right now. And you've got to trust that that's the case. Absolutely. And then flexibility. So we talked about this as we talked about the frog energy. So I guess we can go a little bit more into flexibility here. Yeah. This is the need for you to be adaptable right now, Scorpio. Maybe, there's, again, I as I'm thinking about this is in terms of communications, we can be a little direct in our communications, Scorpio. We do not mince our words. When we say what we feel, because, we don't often conceal that, or say that, or we're not often forthright with our, with our feelings. But when we say what we feel, we do not mince words. And with the energies here, I'm getting the sense that we need to be a little gentle, or we need to, think about how we communicate, or again, we need to maybe go around just tiptoe, I don't often say that we we should do that. You know, especially as we're talking about our feelings. I don't condone that at all. But I do feel like there's some sensitive situation here, Scorpio, where we do need to be just very careful about our words and how people take what we are saying. It's about, you know, maybe not facing something as, you know, as, head on or as adamantly as you can. It's just about being a little more gentler in your words, I think. And also making sure you take the opportunity out, you know, in this, whatever the situation is, we'll see what else comes about, but just taking the opportunity out to listen to you. So to me, that's the adaptability, the flexibility, the balance. You know, you need to listen as well as be able to get your point across in a very gentle and compassionate way around something right now, Scorpio. And then, yes, we've got the trust card. So we talked about this. So yeah, this is, you know, trust that Spirit is with you right here now. You know, this is too just about trusting your intuition too. And as we think about the frog and the lizard energies. The lizard definitely, as we talked about, is very hypersensitive. So it's very intuitive that way. So this could be trust your intuition around a specific issue, Scorpio. And I'm also getting the sense that, you know, you're needing to get quiet. Get frog, like just being able to meditate, maybe getting around nature or water or something, because Spirit has some messages to you that potentially it wants you download to you. And so however you like to get quiet, however you like to talk to Spirit, I think right now in this particular situation, there's something Spirit wants to communicate with you. And it could be, you know, helping you, guide you in terms of how you need to communicate with someone in this particular situation. So I'm going to pull from the money and career deck here. Again, you know, there's some very specific money and career messages that someone needs to have. But I'm also, again, just want to kind of think about whatever we get from this deck in the context of the third house of communications. It may do with your money or career, or it may be, you know, a different situation, another aspect in your life, in which case we'll interpret the messages as it relates to that. So we'll think about it metaphorically. You know, you could also be, you know, putting off a conversation, Scorpio. And, you know, Spirit could be telling you, you know, trust. Now is the time to have that conversation. And you might not know how to go about having this conversation with someone, Scorpio. But Spirit's going to give you the words that you need to be able to have a meaningful conversation. And so trust that's going to happen to you. So we've got legal. Woo! You might have to take care of some legal matters related to financial issues. You could receive money from some kind of legal matter, or this is a good time to handle any legal matters involving money. So someone needs to hear this. We'll think about this and how it fits into the third house, potentially with some other cards on the table. We'll get some more information there. And then we've got beauty. Embrace your unique style and own it. Let the world see who you really are. Consider careers doing hair, jewelry, clothing, or any job that enhances others' beauty. And then your inner world must match your outer world in order for things to change. So I'm just thinking about this in terms of the context of the third house, you know, what this could mean. You know, and I'm thinking about this whole idea about embracing your unique style and owning it. And that could very much, you know, that could have a lot to do with how you embrace your own unique style of communicating. And owning that, Scorpio, could be something around that. I don't know. We'll see. Let's keep going, and we'll see if there are some additional, as we kind of start to pull the tarot cards, if there's anything else Spirit wants to share around the whole idea or concept of legal and beauty. I mean, I just, as I think about the legal card, I'm looking at this woman who's, of course, she's got the scales of justice that she's holding. She's got the ace. Not the ace, the sword. They're very much like the justice card in the tarot deck. I'm just wondering if there's, some message, around the needing to be honest and truthful with someone. Again, having compassion, but I think you're needing to get your point across, your unique style and owning it. So maybe this is your point. Scorpio, not being afraid to get your point across. But I do think, again, that it needs to be done gently. There's some sensitive situation, some sensitive conversation that needs to happen right now, Scorpio. I don't know what it's about yet. Spirit hasn't shared that with us yet. So we'll see what we get from this Druid Tarot deck. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards from this deck as overarching tarot messages. So we've got the Four of Cups. And then the Ten of Pentacles. So the Four of Cups is a card of dissatisfaction, where for some people, all may be right with the world. For you, Scorpio, right now, you are dissatisfied about some aspect of your life, or you might just be feeling meh, like stuck. Or, you may be feeling just like uninspired. There could be just a lack of excitement in your life right now. You could be bored, Scorpio. The message from this card is, don't be stuck in that sort of negative, blah, meh energy to the point where you might miss an opportunity. Or this could also be you evaluating an opportunity, right? Life could be good for you. And there could be this opportunity and you're deciding whether or not you want to shake things up and take it or not. I just wonder too, as I'm, kind of thinking about this, this could be too, just like, I'm thinking about just from the context of the third house, there could be just some lack of excitement in a relationship. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here. The Ten of Pentacles is all about relationships. It's about stability. It's about security. It's about health, wealth, abundance, happiness, and having more than enough, Scorpio. And I wonder here if, for some reason your situation on paper may feel like you should be having more than enough, but some reason you're not feeling that way. And I wonder if that's something that you need to communicate with someone, Scorpio. They can't see it because, from everything they can see and from what anyone else might be seeing, life is good. But for whatever reason, there could be some level of dissatisfaction for you, Scorpio. You may just be feeling really uninspired right now. I don't know why that is. We can see what other cards we get here, but there may be the need for you to talk about that with somebody who's close to you. Yeah. So I'm using the Modernwitch Tarot deck. Let's pull some more cards and hopefully we can get some additional information around this, Scorpio. Okay, I think I'm ready. I feel like I'm this, I just need to say, like, you should be counting your blessings, Scorpio. Like, there's something, I think life is, pretty darn good for you right now. And again, for whatever reason, you're not necessarily excited about it. I think there's definitely an opportunity for you to look around, Scorpio, and just, I'm just gonna, be very blatant about it and say, just be thankful for some of the things that you have in your life now and some of the relationships that you have in your life. And it's okay to want more. It's okay to want some excitement. I feel like you are needing to sit down and talk to someone who's close to you, someone who's in this situation. It's a relationship, I feel, just about how you're feeling and how there needs to be some oomph here. Now we've got the Two of Swords. It is in reverse, and I typically do not read reversals, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep it there for a minute. We'll see how it fits into the rest of the draw. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's just some lack. Like you're feeling like there's something you don't have, Scorpio. And that's what's just, that's just what's coming across here. And then Five of Cups. So the Hanged One, Five of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and we've got both of these that wanted to come out. So let me just keep those. And then at the bottom of the deck here, we've got the Fool. And I guess we can start with the Fool. So we talked about this already. To me, this is very complementary to the Trust card that we already see on the table. And I really think that Scorpio, this is Spirit saying, trust that this is where you're supposed to be right now. And these are the people that are supposed to be around you. This is the situation you're supposed to be in. This is the path that you are supposed to be on. And that you could, be just a little more optimistic about this, Scorpio. There's an opportunity for you to see whatever this situation is as more of being, glass half full, rather than glass half empty. I don't know. I am just really getting that really, really, really strongly, Scorpio, that you've got to be coming at this from just maybe a more positive mindset than what you are right now. Well, we got the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is, someone whose heart is battling with its mind, right? It's a competition. Like there's, something that you want to do that, your heart says yes, but what your mind or for whatever reason is saying no. It's somebody who needs to make a compromise, someone who's confused, or, someone who doesn't, feel they don't have all the information to make a decision here. I think there's just some level of confusion here. I think it's that head versus heart. Like, I do think your head is telling you that you have everything that you need, Scorpio, and your heart is telling you that for some reason there's something missing. I think you may not even know what that something is. Honestly, Scorpio, you've got the Five of Cups here. This makes sense to me too. So this is someone who's mourning something. So you can see here, this girl, she's got, 3 cups here. They've fallen over, and she's sad about that. She's, she's missing whatever was, in those cups, whatever those cups represent, for her. She's missing that. She's another way to look at this too is, she's sort of crying over spilled milk, especially as she has these other full cups here behind her. She's got more to look forward to, Scorpio, but she can't see that because she's, so much into the cups that she lost. You know, what I feel like, again, I want to say here, especially just given the cards that we see here, is like there's still positive things that are happening in your life, Scorpio. No matter what you may be crying over, whatever this might represent, something that you've lost here. There's things that you can still be grateful for, Scorpio. I think Spirit wants me to make sure you understand that today. Now we've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is another card of lack, feeling lost, feeling that you don't have what you need, Scorpio. Again, this could be a physical something. You know, it could be money. It could be a lack of self-confidence, because I do read this quite often as an esteem card. So this could be lack of self-esteem. I don't think that's what this is. I feel like you just feel like whatever reason your needs aren't being met. I do feel like this is a relationship, Scorpio. And I think here's where the communication needs to happen. We've got the Queen of Cups anchoring this. The Queen of Cups definitely sits in her feelings. She likes to spend time in her feelings. She likes to be able to express her feelings. You know, she's also sensitive to others' feelings. She's highly intuitive. I think about the lizard and the conversation we had around the lizard, where she just, she is really just okay with just going with her gut. Here, she is a good friend. She's a listener. She's someone who gives advice. So there could be someone that you could turn to in this situation, Scorpio, just for you to talk to. But I think that this is really, you know, here, Spirit is wanting to say, acknowledge your feelings. You've got a feeling of lack for whatever reason, and you can acknowledge that, Scorpio, and it's okay to feel that way. But you also need to, as we've been saying, think about this from a different perspective and look around you and, you know, see all that you have in your life that's good right now, Scorpio. That's what the Hangman is all about. He's all about evaluating. He's all about seeing things from a different perspective. He's about that's what I love about this modern witch. Right now we've got a girl, and in fact, it's, you know, we've got female represented in all of these cards, which I love. But she's about rethinking your strategy, where you are in life right now. It's also about sacrifice and, you know, giving something up for the sake of somebody else, Scorpio. So there is something around, you know, selflessness to do with this card. Maybe you're being selfish right now, Scorpio. I don't think, you know, this is you know, hey, I am just the messenger here. That's all I got to say. But, you know, I'm thinking, you know, you're thinking the grass is greener somewhere, Scorpio, and it's not necessarily true. What you got may be good, and it's okay to, you know, feel a little, you know, not so excited here, but you gotta, you know, snap out of this, Scorpio. We've got the Six of Swords here. I like that, you know, we're coming toward the end, and we have this energy coming up. The Six of Swords meaning, you know, things are going to get better. You know, it's about harmony being restored. It's about the need to let go of whatever negative thoughts you might have about this situation, Scorpio. You know, just very frankly, it's about travel too. You've got the Fool here, which, you know, Fool represents going on an adventure. So for you guys, for some of you, there could be travel happening here in the context of the third house and the house of the mind and the house of communications. I think you need to let go of some negative thoughts you have about your life and where you are in your life right now, Scorpio. I like the star, and that the star came out with this Six of Swords. So the star does represent renewed optimism. It represents, you know, a sense of healing. It's a win wish card. So, you know, whatever you wish for yourself, Scorpio, it's going to happen. You might not be excited about life right now, but keep the hope going. You know, have faith that things will get better. A lot of what will make it better is you seeing how good you got it. Quite honestly. I'm going to get the Kipper deck, and I'm going to, let's see if we can clarify to get some additional messages from these tarot cards, some additional understanding around what these tarot cards are telling us. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're moping. I'm just the messenger, Scorpio, but I feel like there's a little bit of moping happening. And, you know, in all honesty, you need to be true, like, you know, look around you and, you know, face the truth here that, you know, whatever the situation you're not so excited about, it's not that goddamn bad. And, you know, there could be some little things you could do to get back into feeling inspired or excited about what's happening with you right now, Scorpio. So we've got family room. You know, that's very much to me like the Ten of Pentacles. So I do feel like this might be a family matter or a family relationship. Something like that, where you feel like you're not getting what you need out of the relationship or something like that. We got Thief, yeah. And then we've got Journey. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got Poverty. So all of these cards are really just reinforcing what we've talked about. So this poverty is very similar to what we see in the Five of Pentacles. It's speaking to lack mindset. Like, again, I don't think that it's, you know, poverty in the financial sense, but it is poverty in the sense that you feel like you don't have what you need to thrive right now, Scorpio. And so we've got family room, so that's number 21. Oh, the poverty is number 37 in the Kipper deck. And then we've got number 21, family room. And, you know, the family room is really just, it's about a welcoming space. You know, it's about where you feel comfortable and where you feel, you know, familiar. It's also about sharing secrets. It's about privacy. It's about intimacy. So I feel like in this situation, again, this is a need to have a frank and honest conversation with someone, Scorpio, about how you feel. And it's okay to feel that way. Again, you know, having a conversation with someone, you know, about this may help you to see the situation in a different perspective. So we now have 24. This is the Thief. Again, I don't feel like this is, you know, somebody who's, you know, stealing something from you. I don't think this is about lying, stealing, cheating. I just don't see cards around here that support that. But I do feel like that this is very similar to the Five of Pentacles and number 34, you know, 37, the poverty card here, and that you do feel like you're missing out on something. I also feel like this is, you know, something where you may not be, you know, you're not being as honest with yourself and about the situation as you could be. Again, it's about looking around and really seeing in reality all that you do have, Scorpio, and all that you have to be grateful for. I'm just the messenger. I'm just saying, I'm feeling very strongly that you have it good and you need to be able to really be humble and to appreciate, Scorpio, as much as you feeling like there's something more you need. You have a lot. And a lot of, you know, where you feel right now is just about this negative mindset that you have, and you can't see, you know, as far enough, you know, you can't see past the one little thing that you're dissatisfied about. And Spirit is encouraging you to just to take some time out, to get quiet, and really take some opportunity to recognize that. So we have number 10 in the Kipper, so that's Journey. You know, here we go with a travel card again. I mean, this, you know, typically does mean all forms of transportation. So I don't know, is this a situation where you've moved and you are lacking support now? You know, life is good, but now you know, there's friends that you don't have or that you left behind. This could be true for someone. But this is all too, just if it's not about, you know, actual physical move, this is, again, is about leaving a familiar situation, Scorpio. So yeah, there could be something, you know, that's new in your life. And there's regret from what you left behind, Scorpio. That could be true for some of you, but I honestly feel like Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to feel this way, but just take some time out and just be grateful for the situation that you are in, Scorpio. I do think that you know, you're a lot better off than you know, your negative mindset wants you to believe right now. So we're going to end the reading here with a couple of cards from the Keeper of the Light deck. I feel like I was like really being harsh with you guys today, Scorpio. So I'm hoping the Keeper of the Light deck will redeem I'll redeem myself with a, you know, with a more positive message here, Scorpio. Yeah, I'm just getting the idea, especially, you know, with the frog. I don't know, I'm getting, it's like you're thinking the grass is greener or was greener or something like that. And, you know, you got into this new situation, and, you know, it might not be what you expected, Scorpio, but it's still pretty darn good. And, you know, maybe get on the phone with that bestie and you guys talk your feelings out and then move on, right? You know, just to have somebody, you know, who you can talk to just to kind of, you know, pour your heart out, Spirit, Scorpio. You know, let your feelings out. But I don't think this is something you should be dwelling on. You know, feel it and let it go. So we've got White Eagle Ancestor Spirit. Spirit connects to your lineage. A family wound pattern can be healed now. Now, this could be something, again, just around your family. I don't, you know, we've got the Ten of Pentacles here. We've got the family room here. So this could very well be a family situation where maybe there was a minor communication issue or a minor argument and you're stuck there, Scorpio. You know, Spirit is saying, okay, get your feelings out. But, you know, whatever this was, it's not that bad. So this could very much be, you know, a family issue. But the other thing I will say is too, again, we talked about this, Spirit's got your back. So whatever this issue is, you know, you've got Spirit, your guides, your ancestors who are here supporting you. And then we've got the Shekinah Sacred Self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, and dance to the rhythm of life. Well, she's beautiful. You know, it says express your gifts here. And I wonder too, if this just means to me, you know, use your gift of communication right now. You know, your gifts, your intuitive gifts right now to, you know, to be able to express your feelings. I wonder if that is really what this card is saying. You know, she is a change maker. You know what I mean? The Shekinah is, she's like in this deck, she's supposed to be the feminine version of God, right? So she's a change maker in that case, in that sense, in that, you know, she's helping people to really kind of understand, you know, modern feminism, if you will. And this also speaks to, you know, just recognizing and celebrating your situation and your splendor and what you have to offer, and where you are in life, is what I'm thinking. Like, you know, you've got it pretty damn good, Scorpio. And so let's celebrate that. So I hope you were able to get some insights from the reading. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and then sharing it with other Scorpios who you think would benefit from hearing the message. But until next time, Scorpio, bye.